up everyone, how's it going? I'm doing well. I can't believe 2024 is almost over. Did this year just disappear for you like it did for me? I don't know if that's good or bad. I expected the next few episodes of Naruto to be chill after the excitement of the last couple of episodes, but they were not. We get to know a character who's been hyped from the beginning, Itachi Uchiha. So let's get into it. The start of this episode is kind of spooky, with no sound other than the periodic ringing of the bells on their hats. And everything is shrouded in fog and mystery. Well, maybe not mystery because we know this is Itachi and that shark-looking guy, but I don't know why they're here, so mystery. Itachi genjutsus the god and seems like he didn't use any hand signs. I'm thinking this fog is like the one Sabuza used. Maybe I'm wrong. Sasuke is in emotional turmoil, training hard to push back the demons from his past. He blames himself for not being strong enough to save his clan. Google tells me he was 7 or 8 when that happened, so that's unimaginable. He shouldn't blame himself, but of course that's easier said than done. Naruto is also training. He bumps into Konohamaru on a break, and the boy is clearly sad over the loss of his grandfather. They stumble a bit on a way to talk about their feelings, but they manage it. The village is busy rebuilding and Konohamaru is happy to help them. Naruto gives him a coupon for free ramen and that's sweet. I like Big Brother Naruto, well, except for that time he showed Konohamaru nudie mags and taught him the sexy jutsu. The sand ninjas find the Kazekage's body and realize what Orochimaru did. Did he really have to kill the Kazekage? If they were allied, couldn't he simply ask to take the man's place at the exams? Orochimaru and Kabuto are in their lair, which looks exactly like you'd expect, full of creepy shit and mood lighting. The snake vampire is not looking good, and is in an even worse mood than usual. He's got his hooks in Sasuke, so that part of the plan was a success, but most of the plan failed, and his arms are out of commission. He mentions he actually wanted Itachi, but Itachi is stronger than him. So that puts things into perspective. If Itachi is stronger than Orochimaru, that means that Itachi is stronger than almost everybody, right?
Kakashi. The heck does he want?
Why is Sasuke so salty to his sensei? And how come he doesn't call him sensei? The man just taught you a powerful technique which prevented Gaara from adding your blood to his collection. Itachi and the other guy mention wanting him. Is this him Sasuke? Must be, right? But why would they want Sasuke? And Jiraiya is spying on women because what else could he be doing? It's not like anyone in the village could use his help. Some elders explained that things are cool now with the Land of Wind, and the Sand Village surrendered and hung it all on Orochimaru, so they don't have to worry about all of that. But now they need to choose a new Hokage, and they chose him. Is the only criteria for Hokage that they be one of the strongest ninja because you just found this man using a telescope to spy on women from a rooftop after a pretty intense battle? Thankfully, there's an alternative. Tsunade, the third member of the Sannin. Please guys, anyone but Jiraiya. To skip ahead a little, Kurenai and Asuma face off with Itachi and Kisame. I'm not sure if Kakashi knew that Itachi is back or just a pair of random strong ninjas. They have many reasons to be on high alert for this kind of thing. Kisame's blade is really designed to destroy the human body. I can't help but picture the wounds it would create and I feel queasy. Itachi is very good at genjutsu and gets the upper hand on Kurenai.
You live up to your reputation. However,
this is the end of the line. For you, anyway.
Water shock bomb jutsu! He broke up the same jutsu that I did.
Oh, he's so cool. You know, the intensity of the red of the Sharingan eyes really makes them pop. Feels dangerous, like brightly colored toads in the rainforest. Better stay far away. Also, Itachi's got such pretty eyes. No one else has these eyelashes. The episode ends with Naruto eating noodles after struggling to find his coupon, and Jiraiya finds him to take him on a mission to find Tsunade. He calls him Pervy Sage, and I wonder if he's now aware of who Jiraiya is. Has no one spoken to him about who he spent the last month with?
How come I get stuck tagging along with you while you do research for another one of your pervy books?
And I could have taught you jutsu that made Chidori look like kid stuff.
Why does Jiraiya frame the mission as a research trip for his books? Why not tell him they were looking for the next Hokage? These adults like to keep secrets. But as long as Jiraiya will actually teach Naruto, I guess it's fine. And where is Sakura? Why haven't we checked in with her? The really interesting thing happening is the standoff between the two Akatsuki and the Leaf Jonin. Why does Kisame have a shark face? Is this jutsu related? Is this something that they do in the Mist Village? Or is there a whole race of shark people in the world of Naruto? Or is this purely for aesthetic reasons? Is this just like body modifications? Itachi stops him from fighting Kakashi because it'll make too much of a racket and he'll probably get hurt. His way is quieter. It's so good to see a truly stealthy ninja. I'm always talking about it. We've already seen some of what Kakashi's Sharingan is capable of, and I'm guessing Itachi's is even better. So how are they going to get out of this one? Itachi says they're looking for something, but doesn't say what it is. And then Sasuke is looking at some mysterious item and is clearly very impassioned. Is that the thing? Itachi starts things off by using water jutsus against Kakashi, and it almost gets him. Still, no hand signs, it seems like. He stabs Kakashi in the back, but of course it's a water clone and not Kakashi, and then Itachi explodes them, and he gets Kurenai out of the way, and then Asuma charges in after them, so now all three Jonin are on the water. Combat in Naruto is very enjoyable, isn't it? The more I watch this show, the more I see why people like it.
Stay on your toes. This guy was made chief of Anbu Black Ops when he was only 13.
All right, he's tough, we get it.
Tough? You haven't seen half of what he can do.
Oh, so it's like that. This world of Naruto is kind of bonkers. What is a 13-year-old doing being in that kind of position at all? That also means that when he was Sasuke's age, he was way stronger than Sasuke is now.
For someone who is not of the Uchiha clan, you have mastered the Sharingan well. However, not being one of us, you lack our physical strength, and that's something you can't copy. I'll show you what the Sharingan can do when it's wielded by a true heir of the bloodline.
Okay, so this guy is kinda cool. I see why people like him. His voice is so calm. His Sharingan is on another level, and he uses Mangekyo Sharingan, so the others have to shut their eyes. One look and they're finished. Now that is a good skill for a shinobi to have.
Indeed, your abilities are impressive. This special Sharingan jutsu called Tsukuyomi. Only someone with the Sharingan and Kekkei Genkai can defeat me.
Okay, so pause. I've been thinking about this. The Kekkei Genkai is in your DNA, so I wondered how Kakashi is able to use it when it's not in his DNA. So what I'm getting is that you can remove the eyeball, the means of the jutsu, and then put it into yourself and use it. But it will never be as powerful as if you had the DNA and the body to match. Something like that. Unpause.
I wonder how much of this someone without the Kekkei Genkai can take. In the Tsukuyomi. Time and space. Even physical mass. I control them all.
Oh no, Kakashi! This is horrible. Somebody has to help him. 72 hours of being stabbed over and over. Gosh, who even comes up with these things? And because time and all aspects of reality are all twisted, it's like an eternity of being stabbed by dozens of blades over and over. And though it isn't real, it feels real. Pain is pain, as Itachi says. I take it back, he's not cool. And Kakashi falls to his knees in pain and breathing heavy. Itachi didn't even physically do anything. He's not even standing close to him.
3 days in that world, and less than a moment passed in this one. Why not just kill me? If he wanted to, he could.
In an instant, he brought Kakashi to his knees. He went through 3 days of torture, and he didn't snap. That's some real mental fortitude. Oh man, I hope that all that at least took a toll on Itachi himself. Kakashi asks him again what he's after. Is it Sasuke? He says no, they're after the legacy of the 4th Hokage. So, they're after Naruto. But for what reason? And what was Sasuke living at in the basement? In a flashback, Jiraiya tells Kakashi he's going to take over Naruto's training because as good as Sensei is, Naruto needs more. He's been watching Orochimaru all these years, and so he knows of the Akatsuki and they're after new jutsu and new power, like the 9-tailed fox.
Kakashi, sooner or later Naruto must learn that because of what he is, he'll have to live his life watching his back. That's the boy's destiny.
That makes me sad. Whatever you might say about Naruto, he's a very open-hearted person. He longs for connection, and for him to be constantly pursued for his ability is kinda tragic. Kakashi surprises them by revealing that he knows about the Akatsuki. Itachi decides they'll take Kakashi with them, and Kasame should take out Asuma and Kurenai. What are they going to do? He charges them with that brutal shock from the blade.
Severe Leaf Hurricanes! The Leaf Village's fiercest beast of battle. I'm Might Guy.
Oh, thank goodness it's Guy. I sighed in relief and then chuckled because I was not expecting Guy Sensei to make an appearance. I'm so glad he did. The last thing the Saratobis need is more tragedy. Is Might Guy his superhero name? I like it. Kakashi runs out of juice and begins to sink into the river. I like to think a part of him was like, oh good, Guy is here so he can just let go. Might Guy fishes him out and tells the others to open their eyes but focus on Itachi's feet. Because of Kakashi, he spent a lot of time training to fight an opponent with the Sharingan. I just have to mention Itachi's purple toe and fingernails. Purple is my favorite color and I always paint my nails some shade of purple, so that's a random thing to have in common with this guy. Guy has called for backup, and though Kisame is keen to fight, they're not here for a full-scale battle and so they leave. Itachi is the most level-headed ninja we've come across so far. Well, maybe other than Shikamaru. And just as they're after Naruto, the boy is leaving with Jiraiya, or at least trying to. Why is his bag so full? This is not his first mission outside of the village. Get yourself together, Naruto. Naruto is being his usual hyperactive self, and Jiraiya grows tired of the pervy sage stuff, which is a nickname he has fully earned, and finally properly introduces himself to his student. Am I wrong to think this is a plot inconsistency, or is it explained by Naruto being oblivious and not paying attention? If the Sannin are as famous as they seem to be, surely Naruto had seen images of Jiraiya and Tsunade, but of course not Orochimaru. And surely Kakashi has had a conversation with Jiraiya or Ibisu about Naruto's training, and then he would have said to Naruto, "How lucky of you! Jiraiya is a very famous ninja. You know the Sannin, right?" Sabusa and Kisame knew of Kakashi, and I'm assuming that Jiraiya has an even better reputation than Kakashi, so shouldn't he be super well known in the village, and in particular the students at the academy and the Genin? But it doesn't really matter. Jiraiya tells Naruto he's training him because he looks like the 4th Hokage, who was his disciple back in the day, and that's very sweet, and the comparison makes him pretty happy. I wonder why Naruto doesn't get to know who his dad is.
If I'm like the 4th Hokage, that means I possess the same level of genius he did! I'm on my way to Hokage after all! Whoa! No, I just stepped in
The only similarities you share with the fourth Hokage is pig-headedness and that spiky blonde hair of yours!
Oh, Naruto, you are kinda a dummy sometimes, aren't you? We get around to checking in with Sakura. Her mom sends her to take dumplings to Ino, and she's like, I'll take some to Sasuke and Naruto, and did your mother say you can do that? What if Ino's family are counting on that exact number of dumplings? You don't know what arrangements were made. She remembers Sasuke telling her that Naruto saved her. She's in disbelief at first, but Sasuke tells her he fought tooth and nail to save you. It wasn't me at all. I hope she went on to thank him. Good that Sasuke gave him credit, though he doesn't strike me as that kind of liar. And Sakura is already head over him, so it's not like he has to lie to impress her or anything. I want her to be nicer to Naruto now. It's fine that she doesn't return his feelings, but she could be nicer. I also found Naruto attempting the Chidori very amusing.
Alright, to start, try gathering up some chakra in your palm.
Ha! Got it! Chidori! What the? Chidori! Chidori!
We cut to Sasuke training, and we didn't get to see what he was looking at in the basement. Or did we see it and I just wasn't paying attention? Anyway, he is feeling bad for not being able to defeat Gaara. Someone just tell him Naruto has the nine-tailed fox in him so he can stop feeling so bad. He doesn't want to end up in another situation again in which he can only stand by while his best friends are in danger. And he says, best friends. During the fight he said my comrades, but now he's upgraded them to best friends. I really like that development.
My trusted comrade's falling right in front of me. I don't ever want to have to see that again. Watching all my best friends falling right in front of me.
He's dealing with a bit of self-pity, complaining that Naruto just gets stronger and stronger, but he is too. His performance in the Chunin exams against Gaara before the invasion started was excellent. We see the Akatsuki duo talking about a strong opponent that could kill them all, and I was surprised thinking they were talking about Sasuke, but they were talking about Jiraiya, which makes sense. Pervy Sage and Naruto bond, chatting about their senseis and the past, and it's nice to see the development of their relationship. Jiraiya mentions the bell test, and Naruto says he got tied to the stump, and Jiraiya was too. We see Sarutobi Sensei carrying out the test on the future Sannin, and Tsunade won, with Jiraiya ending up tied to the stump. And we learn that he's been a perv his whole life, mastering the transparency jutsu from a young age for the wrong reasons.
I haven't been caught peeping yet. It's true, I swear.
All right then, if you're so sure of yourself. I'll have to tag along next time.
Wow, Sarutobi-sensei, you're a perv.
They go too far with this stuff. How am I supposed to consider these shinobi honorable when they spy on women? But it was interesting to get a peek into the dynamic of all of them back then. It squeezes my heart to see how much Asuma looks like his dad. I'm always so impressed when artists convey familial similarities, like Sasuke and Itachi look very similar too. We finally check in with Kakashi and the Jonin. As you can imagine, his health and well-being have been right at the front of my mind. He's resting, mask still firmly on, and they're discussing the situation. Judging from the photos on the headboard, they're in his bedroom. It seems like they don't know Naruto is no longer in the village, but I believe Jiraiya did tell those elders he wanted to go with Naruto. They're wondering what's stopping the Akatsuki from just taking him, and it's Jiraiya. He's what's stopping them.
Kakashi! Why is Kakashi asleep? And why is this room full of Jonin? What are you doing? What the hell is going on here?
Sasuke is such a rich kid from a privileged family. Firstly, he didn't knock before entering Kakashi's bedroom. He was making demands before he was fully even in the room. And then he's demanding all these high-ranking soldiers tell him what's going on.
Not much, really.
Hey, is it true that Itachi has returned?
Someone needs to fire this guy. What the hell kind of ninja goes around shouting about important information? In Kakashi's bedroom, no less. Sasuke leaves immediately to find Naruto. The ramen man tells him where he went and who he's with, and he wastes no time at all, just runs right out the village. It's only been a few hours at most since they left, right? Since it's still light, so I'm sure they're not too far ahead. Jiraiya and Naruto arrive at the outpost town in Boku Room. A beautiful woman appears, sparking a reaction from both of them. She winks at Jiraiya, so of course he abandons Naruto. And remember how Jiraiya is the only thing keeping the Akatsuki at bay? I don't blame him though. He doesn't know the Akatsuki are properly in the picture, and the lady does seem interested. Gotta get her while it's hot. Sasuke gets to the town super fast and begins searching door to door, while Jiraiya entertains his lady friend. Sasuke searches and searches looking for a dopey blonde kid and an old man, and when he finally finds them, he didn't. But Itachi found Naruto, and doesn't he look menacing? Please don't tell me Naruto is going to be kidnapped because Jiraiya was busy getting some action. The whole thing is probably arranged by Itachi. Earlier he was saying everyone has their weak spot, and Jiraiya's is women. And now we get a flashback of what went down with Itachi back when he killed his whole clan. Seems like they had a whole neighborhood dedicated to them. The Uchihas really love their branding, don't they? We see a young Sasuke trying to get his brother to train with him and Itachi blowing him off. Poor Sasuke just wants his brother's attention and goes to his parents about it. The boys look just like their mother and hardly their father. Mom on the outside and dad on the inside. That's a reference to the Sharingan.
Your brother's always been a little strange, son. He has a hard time dropping his guard around other people, letting them in. Even I can't read him, and I'm the boy's father. That kid.
So I think it's fine to explain that Itachi has a hard time connecting with people, but you shouldn't call one son strange to the other one, or make it seem like he's some kind of alien.
I saw your brother earlier. He's grown into such a man. Graduating the academy at the age of 7 and first in his class. And he was a Chunin at 10, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he could use Sharingan by the time he was 8.
Brilliant from a young age. I continue to disapprove of allowing children as young as 7 to become shinobi, but of course it's all very impressive. No wonder Sasuke is so hard on himself. He comes home from a hard day of school and training to find all the lights off and no one around. And then he comes across dead bodies, and then more dead bodies. Blood and weapons everywhere. There's clearly been some kind of attack. He's terrified and runs home to check on his parents. He's so afraid he can barely open the door to the room he knows is occupied. But he does, and he finds his murdered parents. His father on top of his mother, and his brother standing over them. Itachi uses Tsukiyomi to show Sasuke how he murdered everyone. Why would he do that? That's so cruel, whether or not his intention is to kill Sasuke as well. And he asks him why.
To test the limits of my ability.
You're telling me that that was the reason? That you butchered every single member of our clan?
It is of great importance.
Really? And what was so important about massacring your entire community? Oh, goodness! And then we see why Sasuke feels so much guilt, so much drive for redemption. He runs away from Itachi. He does not want to die, and so he runs away. He's just a little boy and he can't defeat his brother.
Please, don't kill me!
You're not even worth killing. If you wish to kill me one day, foster your hatred and despise me, surviving in such an unsightly manner as this, by all means flee. Cling to your wretched life.
Talk about rubbing salt in the wound. The scale of the massacre is bigger than anything I imagined. The scale of Sasuke's loss is unimaginable, and Itachi's words were so harsh. They must echo in his head often, as they did when he fought Grass Ninja Orochimaru. Is this really about fighting and being the strongest? Does he want to turn Sasuke into some kind of ultimate opponent? In the present, Naruto is pretty scared too. These two Akatsuki obviously have really intense auras. He follows their orders kind of mindlessly, and once Sasuke arrives, he makes the connection. This is the person Sasuke wants to kill, the object of his avenging. Sasuke has so much hatred on his face and in his eyes.
I fostered my hatred for you all this time. I've lived my life for one single purpose. To see you die!
Man, he brushed it off so easily, as if Sasuke is nothing more than an annoyance. Please tell me Jiraiya heard that explosion. Itachi snaps his arm just as easily. Naruto draws on his fox chakra, but he's too slow, and Kisame's blade eats chakra. The crunching, chewing sound made my skin crawl. And now Naruto can't access his chakra, and Kisame wants to chop off his legs. And Itachi notices Orochimaru's curse mark on Sasuke's shoulder.
Jiraiya the Toad Sage falls victim to no woman's charm. Rare beauties drop for me like blossoms in a storm.
I'm so glad he's here, but also why does he have the lady on his shoulder? What I really like is this indoor-sized armored toad.
It isn't in my nature to be duped by the wiles of women. When you reach the stature I have, the ladies kneel and worship at your awesomeness!
His awesomeness indeed. What a ridiculous man. Before I move on, Mr. and Mrs. Uchiha taught their children very well because they have such good manners. Itachi knocked before attempting to kidnap Naruto, kindly asked him to step out of the room, and Sasuke took off his shoes before entering his home, even after discovering many of his relatives murdered. They make Jiraiya's moment awkward, which is kind of funny, and Naruto says exactly what I was thinking, that Jiraiya is exactly the kind of guy to fall for a woman's wiles. Kisame accurately notes that Jiraiya does not match his reputation as a great ninja. Seems like Itachi used a genjutsu on the lady to get her to lure Jiraiya away, so that explains why he brought her with. And here I was thinking she's a lady of the night they hired to lure him away. Clearly, I don't think big enough. The Akatsuki announced their intention to steal Naruto, and Jiraiya says there's no way that's going to happen. He's glad they're there so he can take them both out at the same time. Hearing this, Sasuke gets to his feet, demanding Jiraiya stay out of it because he's the one who's going to end Itachi. Oh, Sasuke, I appreciate his heart, but that's not going to happen. For one, he's not at 100% and must be tired. We saw that he used his Chidori in practice. Then he ran here, scoured the city, and then used Chidori again. How much juice is left in the tank?
This fight is mine! Not finished. This fight is mine.
So be it.
Oh, Sasuke, this is not going to be good for him. Not just physically, but mentally. He's going to crave strength even more. Naruto and Jiraiya stand back while Itachi beats his brother bloody. Kisame is even impressed by his ruthlessness. I am saddened. Sasuke thought he had become stronger. He trained so hard all these years, and it's not enough. is not nearly enough.
You're still too weak. You don't have enough hate. And you know something? You never will.
Why all the hate, Itachi? Haven't you done enough? Must you mock the boy as well? And then he uses his Tsukiyomi on him again to force him to relive the worst day of his life. And the way he screams.
Isn't that heartwarming? Using Tsukuyomi on his own brother.
Oh man, Sasuke! My heart is sore. Naruto can't take it anymore and charges, but before he can get to them, Jiraiya uses a belly of the toad jutsu, and that's disgusting and I don't like it. It's supposed to be impossible to get out of, but Itachi does it, setting a black fire which Jiraiya then seals. Guy arrives and kicks Jiraiya right in the face by mistake, a little moment of comedy after all their intensity. Naruto is very upset and all riled up. He talks big about taking out Itachi, and Jiraiya basically tells him not to be so foolish. He's not nearly strong enough, and he hasn't earned the right to talk so big, especially not to him. And shame, Jiraiya feels quite bad for allowing Sasuke and Itachi to fight, now that he can see how injured Sasuke is. Guy is upset thinking of Lee. It's difficult for senseis to see their students get hurt. He expresses the need for a master healer, and thus Jiraiya gives a proper introduction of Tsunade.
The queen of slugs and elixirs.
Take a good look, Shizune. The losing streak is over!
Gambling fool and mistress of the healing arts, Lady Tsunade.
I'm excited to see her properly. I've seen a lot of her in Naruto stuff, but I don't know what she's like. It's interesting that the first time we really see her, she's got a suitcase full of money. Of the three Sannin, one is a perv, one is a gambler, and the other a mad scientist. I wonder what Sarutobi Sensei was like when he was young. It's worked out quite well to end here. Each video is longer than the previous one, but I'm enjoying it. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates. I'm in charge of desserts this Christmas. I'm a bit of a baker. 'Tis the season of indulgence. Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Kayla. See you in the next one. Bye.